Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're going to talk about something we all do every single day without even thinking about it. We eat, we drink. Simple, right? But what's really going on when we do that? Have you ever actually stopped to think about it?
I mean, it sounds like such a basic question, doesn't it? But the answer, well, it's way more complex and honestly, so much more fascinating than you'd think.
So, is it just fuel? Just a bunch of stuff we shovel in to keep the engine running?
Or is it something way bigger? Is it the very cornerstone of our culture? A huge part of who we are, how we celebrate, how we connect with each other? And what about this? Is it just a product? Part of this massive global industry that links farms to our dinner tables? Well, here's the thing. The answer is it's all of the above. It's all of those things, all at the same time. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to look at this from 4 different angles. First up, how it fuels our bodies. Then, how it shapes our culture. After that, we'll look at the giant global supermarket that gets it to us. And finally, we'll ask, what's next? All right, section 1, our bodies, our fuel. Let's start with the absolute basics, the relationship we all have with food, what it's actually doing inside of us. Okay, so at its very core, what food really does is give our bodies the essential building blocks they need to work. We call these macronutrients. You've probably heard of them, the big 3. Carbs for energy, protein for building and repairing stuff, and fats for storing that energy and keeping our cells happy. So what you're seeing here is basically the owner's manual for a healthy human body. And the key thing is, it's not about making any one of these the bad guy. It's all about balance. Getting this mix of carbs, proteins, and fats just right, that's what keeps us firing on all cylinders. Okay, but let's be real, we're not just biological machines, right? Food builds our bodies, for sure, but it also builds our entire societies. And this is where things get really interesting, where food stops being just fuel and starts to, well, speak a language of its own. So once we've got the fuel we need, food completely transforms. It becomes this incredible, universal language. It's how we communicate, how we celebrate, how we comfort each other. It's how we connect, no matter where we are in the world. I mean, just think about it for a second. Think about your own life, your biggest, most important moments. Holidays, weddings, heck, even big business deals. They almost always happen around a table, right? It's the simple act of sharing a meal that marks our biggest milestones. And this power of food, it's got this huge range. On one side, you have comfort food. You know what I'm talking about. It's all about nostalgia, emotion, simplicity. It's that mac and cheese your grandma used to make. Then, on the complete other end of the spectrum, you've got hot cuisine. That's all about pure artistry, mind-blowing technique, and creating an unforgettable experience. Both are super powerful. They're just speaking different dialects of the same delicious language. Okay, so let's zoom way out. We've talked personal, we've talked cultural, now let's go global. Let's look at the absolutely massive, incredibly complex system that gets all this food onto our plates in the first place. 4 billion metric tons. Seriously, try to wrap your head around that number. It's almost impossible. That's like the weight of more than 10,000 Empire State Buildings. The sheer scale of how we produce food today is one of the craziest logistical puzzles humanity has ever solved. And we do it every single year. Just think about a single apple in your kitchen. Where did it come from? It started in an orchard, then went to a processing plant, maybe it crossed an ocean in a container ship, then to a warehouse, then to your grocery store, and finally to your fruit bowl. It's this incredibly complex global dance, and it happens for pretty much everything we eat. But here's the catch. This amazing system, it's also super fragile. We have a massive food waste problem. Just picture this. You buy 3 bags of groceries, and on your way out of the store, you just toss one in the trash. That's basically what we're doing on a global scale. Then you've got shaky supply chains and this enormous challenge of sustainability. These are some of the biggest problems we're facing, period. So, okay, we've got the science, we've got the culture, and we've got these huge global challenges. It all leads to one big question, right? What's next? What's the future of food even look like? Well, innovation is already completely shaking things up. I mean, we're seeing this explosion of new ideas. You've got plant-based everything going mainstream. You have scientists literally growing protein in a lab. And at the same time, there's this big push for hyper-local food, getting it from a farm down the road instead of from another continent. The future, it's not coming, it's already here.
And what does all this lead to? It's leading to what you could call the conscious consumer. And that's just someone who gets it. They understand that a meal isn't just a meal, it's a choice that connects their own health, their culture, and yeah, the health of the whole planet. It's about seeing that bigger picture behind every single bite.
So when you put it all together, that food is fuel and culture and this giant global business, you realize something pretty powerful. Every single bite you take is a vote. It's a vote for the kind of world you want to live in. So the only question left for you is, how are you going to vote?